Hi, what up, folks? I am back again with another Game of Thrones review. I know it's a little late this time. I finished the episode late. I started it late because I was out running errands and stuff. So, yeah, here we go. I know I do things in order of appearance on the screen. So first, they did the little last time on Game of Thrones thing at the beginning. You can almost tell they're gonna reveal who Jon Snow real parents is, and I like how they teased it. Then the episode starts, and Sir Davos watches Jon rise from the dead. I thought he left the room, but apparently he didn't because he was still there. Then Melisandre, the fire smoke witch bitch, comes back, and then all she wanna know is what he saw in the afterlife. Basically, she wanna know what he saw while he was dead. She wanna know if he seen the King of Light or whoever it is that she prays to or whatever. Then he tells her like I saw nothing. There's nothing there. Then she basically tells him that he's most likely the promised prince that she gets in her visions and not Stannis Baratheon. Then Jon proceeds to say, I shouldn't be alive. I thought I did the right thing by letting the wildlings through and I got murdered for it. I must have failed. Now he feels like a sense of failure. Then he goes outside for the first time and the wildlings and the whole Night's Watch is there just watching, like kind of like in shock and awe, but I mean, not really, because he like kind of relieved that he's back. But everyone's pretty much quiet and they're just looking. Then when he gets down the steps, the I forgot the head wildlings dude name, the ginger dude with the ginger beard and everything. He started joking with him like, yo, they all think you a god, and Josh was like, nah, I'm not one. So he like, yeah, I know, I saw your cock, and it's too small to be a god. He was messing with him. Then he hugged him, whatever. Then he went to the other dude and hugged him. The dude that ran to the wildlings to go get him. Then we see Sam. He's seasick, motion sickness on the boat with the girl that he saved, and he's trying to find some type of safe place to bring her. I don't think he plans on staying with her. I think he plans on getting her someplace safe, and then going back to the Night's Watch. Because right at this point, that's where he believes that Jon died. He doesn't even know that Jon died at this point still, because he's on the boat, and there's no way to know that. So the girl and him are arguing about where she's going and telling him that I'm going wherever you're going. Then she even calls him the father of her child. This nigga's her throwing up again. It's the funniest shit. Then we skip to Bran. He's in another flashback or time skip or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Time travel. Um, Back when his father first gets to the tower that if you saw the R plus L equals J, then you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, he gets to the tower where Lyanna is at. They kind of hint again at who Jon's parents is without saying who Jon's parents is. The guards that's guarding the castle or tower, they're Ned were like, why aren't the Mad King is dead? He's buried. Why weren't you guys there to save to protect your king? And you're like, because we're protecting our prince. He upstairs in the tower, coming out of Lyanna womb right now. Feel me? And they both pull out their swords. One of them is the dude that Ned described as the best swordsman he ever faced. And then they fight. There's only two people that survive on Ned's side. Ned and this other dude that saved Ned because they killed the other guy, but the best swordsman, he fought off like four of them. He killed three of them, but Jon. I don't know where the other guy was, but he was just chilling in the back waiting. But then Ned was about to get killed, and then the other guy stabbed him in the back. Came out of nowhere, stabbed him in the back. So he's a backstabber. But Ned takes the credit for killing him. Then Ned starts to go up the stairs to get to Lyanna, however you pronounce her name, and Bran calls out to him, and he actually hears Bran and turns around slowly. Um, he doesn't. Bran yelled father, but he doesn't know that that's his kid because this is Ned like. However old Jon is, that's how many years ago this was. Um, Okay, so Rob was alive, but he wasn't. It doesn't matter. Then he turns around, but the Raven dude pulls brain out the flashback or whatever you want to call it. Um, back to regular time. So then him and Brent start getting into it, like, why'd you take me out again? He's like, yo, I told you, if you are somewhere you're not supposed to be, you're not gonna come back. Brent's like, I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back to being a cripple or being stuck in this cave or whatever, under the tree, whatever, like you are with the roots stuck in you. Then he's like, I've been sitting here for 1,000 years. You think I chose to be here for 1,000 years with these roots piercing through my body? No, I didn't have a choice. Then he tells him like, yo, you will leave this place. I won't, but you will leave this place after you learn. And then he's like, learn what? And he's like, you have to learn everything. That's where the flashbacks come into play. I think he's going to teach Brent everything he needs to know to win this whole war thing, or just like to be like the top guy or whatever. Then we get to like the hut where Khaleesi's supposed to live the rest of her days or whatever. Um, the women there like undress her. They take her like her queen clothing or whatever. They didn't show her nakedness, but I read somewhere that the fans petitioned for her not to ever get naked no more because she's such a like a high figure, like a high class, a higher echelon character, that she's too good to be shown naked. So that's why she probably you didn't see no titty. I mean, So they basically tell her like, "Yo, why didn't you come straight here?" Of course, she didn't know she was supposed to, but she tells them who she is again, and they're like, "That's cool, but your fate now relies in our hands because you didn't come right back. You can't even. It's up to us if you stay here or not, and we can also choose where you go. But we all know she not staying there. She not going where they want her to go. Them dragons coming and they about to torch some ass, my nigga." Then I don't know the lady's name, but the dickless dude, what's his name? I forgot his name. Hold on one second. Varys. Varys offered one of the women that conspired to kill the Unsullied and Second Sons. Um, he offers her a new life, basically, for information on where all this is coming from. Basically, who they find out who's funding the who's funding the Sons of the Harpy. Then we get to a scene where Tyrion, my boy Grey Worm, and I forgot Khaleesi's like the girl that's always with her. Well, she's not with her right now, but Grey Worm's love interest in the show. Um, then basically Varys comes back to them and he's like, "Yo, you took forever," because the conversation they were having was not going anywhere. But then Varys basically gets all the information out of the girl he bribed, and Tyrion was like, "Okay, so we're gonna stop these people somehow. I don't think he's gonna go to war with them because in his what he said was, if we send the Unsullied to these three places, who's gonna defend us here?" So they're gonna he's gonna find some type of way to stop the funding of the Sons of the Harpies. Then we find out that Varys' little birdies that he had were actually all kids, and he took care of them. He brought them sweets, but then the guy that brought back the mountain is now bribing them with sweets and stuff. So that now they're gonna be little birdies for Cersei and Lannisters basically. Then Cersei tells him that she wants little birdies in all her enemies' kingdoms, so she can get information on them to basically get revenge. Like she wants some in Dorne to get her revenge for Marcella's death, stuff like that. For example. Then Jamie and the Mountain crashed like the little council that was going on with Lady Martell and her uncle, who was the hand of the king now, and a few other people. I can't remember who their names are. Basically, they left because they didn't want her to be a part of that meeting. Then we get to a scene where Tommen confronts the High Sparrow about letting Cersei see Marcella before, like, I guess the funeral. I don't know. I forgot what's going on there. But basically, he comes on like a aggressive nature. He had a few guards with him. High Sparrow only had two of the other guys under him with him. So the king would have won that fight, but it never came to that. They basically talked each other out of it. Um, it ended off with them sitting on a bench talking about what's gonna go on or whatever. Then we get to Aya, who appears to have made some great progress with her blindness. She can defend herself a little bit. She's blocking attacks. I think she even hit the girl once. Then the mini face god guy. I think his name is Jockin. I'm not sure, but I could be thinking of Inuyasha. But then he brings like this well, and he tells her to drink, and then she's like kind of hesitant, so he says, the girl with fair. I forgot. It says something about fair, and you won't get what you want. Basically, with fair. So then she drinks it with no hesitation, and then she gets her eyesight back. Then some guy, didn't get his name. I don't. He probably was a character from before. I just don't remember. He comes to the boat and Ramsey to get help on fighting the wildlings. He basically disrespected Ramsey's father. Like, yo, your father's a cunt. We know you killed him. We don't care. We just here for help. Then Ramsey basically like, okay, you want my help? Pledge to our banners. Kneel down and accept me as the Warden of the North, and then we can help you. The dude like, nah, I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not kneeling, nothing. Like, either you about to help us or whatever. The nigga, we finally see Rakan again. They capture Rakan and the lady that was with him and killed his wolf. Oh, they killed the wolf. Oh, I'm tired of these wolves getting killed. Like, I want the Starks to win. Stop killing the Starks and stop hurting the Starks and leave these wolves alone. Like, Ramsey's a dickhead. I don't know what's going to happen there, but I hope Rakan bossed up with some powers or something. Because he's been going along. He's been going like what, 2 or 3 seasons maybe? It's been a long time. He grew up. He got taller. He about as tall as the girl that was with him. Then we go back to the wall where Jon Snow, his murderers are basically like in like nooses. He asked them for their last words. And, one of them like, okay, write my mom or my wife or something like that. One of them was like, the first one was like, you shouldn't be alive, and all this other stuff. Then the dude that actually organized the killing of him, he was like, basically, if I had to do it again, I would. If given a chance to do it again, I would. And then Jon Snow goes over to Ollie to see what Ollie got to say. Ollie had shit to say. Ollie a little bitch. I mean, he's a kid. He shouldn't be hung, but Ollie a little bitch. Then Jon Snow cuts the rope after a few seconds of hesitation. Hangs him, even Ollie, all 4 of them. Then he turns around and gives the guy that ran to get the wildlings his his Lord Commander gown or whatever it's called. Then he basically gives up the Night's Watch. He said, I'm done with the Night's Watch. He said, my Night's Watch is over. After he sliced the rope, I'm like, yo, Jon turned savage in his revival, in his time of death. That was pretty much the end of the episode. It was slight character progression. Definitely character progression with Arya and Jon Snow. Some with the girl that Sam saved, but I don't think it's going to be much importance. I think Jon should have punished them by banishing them to the north of the wall, where they won't be able to survive. I think that would have been a better punishment for them instead of hanging them. Especially Ollie, because he's a kid, but he still wouldn't have been able to survive north of the wall. But hey, it's my opinion, and that's the end of this video. It's longer than normal. Nothing really happened in this episode to me. Well, kind of, sort of, but not really. But hey, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Peace.